Good morning, my time. If you're watching this, you're checking in. I'd say my scales today are a 2 and a 1, which is phenomenal. Um, I feel like I'm making headway, and that's a really good thing, obviously. Um, I like, I've been thinking a lot, and I like to bring something to light that, I've been preaching about, talking to a veteran, and I keep using Walmart as an excuse to talk to one, but, everyone goes to Walmart, which is why I say Walmart a lot. I'm not, you know, sponsored by them or anything. Anyway, um, I feel like I am a veteran, so I have a connection with other veterans, and it's in the aspect that we both served, and we've been through similar experiences. And I can understand the apprehension and hesitation of a civilian just walking up to a veteran and initiating conversation. And so I like to bring this to light that that veteran is a person. And just like if a man, well, if I see, let's say, a woman or really anybody in distress, I will walk up and gingerly, because I don't want to get maced or shot, and say, hey, what's going on? Is there a problem? What can I do to help? Because that's just the kind of person I am. Um, so what I'm asking is that you don't have to necessarily just walk up to a veteran because they're a veteran. Walk up to that person because they're a person and because they've identified themselves as a veteran. Initiate conversation. In the age of Google, we've basically made our elders obsolete because now we don't have to ask, your great grandma, how do I boil an egg? Or what qualities in a man should I be looking for to find a husband? We can just Google it. And, that's really sad. However, our elders are still here and they're still a part of our lives. And they still have a huge wealth of knowledge and experience, there. So, just like when you were a kid and you were playing in the street with your friends, if some, OG came out of his house and was like, hey, kids, get the hell off the street. What are you doing? Whether you knew that guy or not, as a kid, you respected that elder and you did what he said. Well, a lot of our veterans are elderly. I mean, the ones that walk around with a hat, especially, and they're not doing that to show anything off. They're wearing that hat and they're identifying themselves with pride because they're proud of the service that they did. They're proud of this country. They're, proud that you still have all your rights and all those, privileges that you take for granted. That they had a part of that. So what I'm like to bring to light is that, not only have respect because they're a veteran, not only because they may be elderly, but also because they're a person. And if someone is that proud, find out why. Take pride in yourself, excuse me, to initiate a conversation with that person. Because we're all just people. I talked to a veteran the other day at Walmart, and, he was wearing a Marine hat, and I walked up to him, and I saw the hat. I said, hey, Semper Fi, brother. This man opened up to me like I was his brother, because, he is my brother. But even in his probably 70s, he still had that pride of being a Marine. And within 3 seconds of me saying that, man, we shook hands. We, talked about, this guy's got it bad. He's got cancer. He had, what did he have? He had lung cancer that went to his brain, and now he got over those two, and now he's got bone cancer. And, he talked about his kids and his grandkids, and we just talked to each other like we knew each other. And I understand that as a civilian, you might not have that connection with a veteran. But you've got to remember that we're all just people. Just like you might walk up to someone who's in obvious distress and say, what's going on? Can I help? What can I do? You know, that veteran who's identifying himself openly might have some sort of underlying distress that you can't see. Not all scars are visible. So, I'm going to ask that you challenge yourself and talk to a veteran. Maybe you'll learn something. If anything you take away from it will be the feeling that you made someone's day. And that's important. You know, it's not selfish to want to make someone's day, even if it makes you feel better about yourself. So that's my spiel. And that said, if you're watching this, you're checking in. Thank you.